to the first annual Insight New Year's Eve, or not New Year's Eve, New Year's Cup for SpyParty. Right now we're just doing some practice mode and while we're getting set up, and we should be good to go with tournament matches at 10 o'clock, which is in 10 minutes.
That's
That
not
looks
true.
pretty
It's 7
spiffy.
o'clock.
Or, yeah.
Yeah, 7.
Or whatever respective time zone you are in, we will begin in 10 minutes. I'm just doing.
Can you
technical
switch
stuff.
to Wolf? Because that looks kind of cool, the name. Oh boy, that's a very fast transition.
Yeah, that is 200 milliseconds. Or actually, that was 250. Here's 300.
I think faster's better, so.
Okay.
Yep, faster's always good.
Especially since it was freezing the video in the previous stream when it did it.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it was that was doing it. Like I said, it seemed like it was getting worse as it went along, but I'm not totally sure.
Hey, Twitch chat, how's the audio quality from all three of us? This is Checker, testing 1, 2, 3.
Verifo testing.
This is KY testing 1, 2, 3. Oh, my mic. I'm using the wrong mic. Hang on a second. I didn't have my stream mic up in front of me.
And the end of red.
Okay, now this is me. This is KY 1, 2, 3.
Really? That sounds almost exactly the same thing.
Well, to you it's going to sound the same, but to the stream it'll sound different, because on TeamSpeak I'm using my headset. For the stream, they're hearing my desktop mic.
Fancy.
Yeah, it's just how the settings worked out. I could change it, technically, but oh well.
Change it to the lower quality so that it sounds more handsome by comparison.
Okay, be right back.
Alrighty.
James, what if he's only done one mission so far against AI?
Against that AI.
All right, back.
But I don't know if he's nowhere closer to being completed.
I wonder who will beat this practice mode first.
Well, Bloodwolf hasn't taken control, so that's pretty, looking
Yeah.
pretty bad for Bloodwolf.
He's taking a risk, but with 15 minutes he can afford to.
Can't believe the sniper didn't catch him.
Yeah, I know, seriously. What kind of shitty AI is this?
My 9-year-old's watching. Watch your mouth.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Hello.
Who is your daughter voting for? Is she voting for James, or is she voting for Bloodwolf?
I think whoever's spy, she's on the right side.
But this is originally entitled Sniper Party, so she's on the wrong side.
Things change.
So, should we do some pre-game talk?
Sure.
Go for it.
Alright, so...
Oh, wait, is quality all good? Everybody in the Twitch chat, quality's good?
Yeah, let us know. I'm not only Checkers reading the chat, so speak up if we can tweak anything, because now's the time. Oh, and if someone could tell James in the lobby that that his screen is good and everything, to not mess with it, then that's good.
I got it.
Thank you.
Must be pretty exciting for Chucker to have his first game to be in a tournament.
Wait, what's
Live
that?
commentary.
Oh yeah, this is totally awesome.
So, Vera, you've been following the tournament way more than I have. I've only been able to catch maybe 3 or 4 of the other matches. What can you tell me about what we should watch for with James and Bloodwolf today?
I've noticed James has a much more versatile supply mission set. So, sometimes he rushes missions, sometimes he paces throughout the entire 3 minutes and 40 seconds, and sometimes he just doesn't take control for the first minute and a half. Meanwhile, we have Bloodwolf, who's very wary of what the sniper is highlighting for. So he'll be trying to reduce he'll be trying to evade the lowlights. He'll be playing very passively, as is the trademark Bloodwolf style.
Yeah,
As far as sniper rounds go, they both actually play fairly similarly. They both look at the objectives and highlight people go to statues and low light for people who don't banana bread, for people who are not in conversation during banana breads.
indeed. Yeah, and it seems like this has been very a passive tournament in general. Like I mentioned this last night, for spies, a lot of times they'll find themselves in conversation for the whole first minute, just letting it simmer and accumulating some lack of suspicion, hopefully. But I mean, James has a good number of games more than Bloodwolf, so theoretically, James is at an advantage.
I think
But
James,
they're both wonderful players, so.
I just played Bloodwolf a little bit earlier today to help him practice with Ballroom any 3 or 4, and then we just went to Courtyard, and he went to pretty 50% on me. So he admits that he's a little bit rusty, but he still has his game pretty solid.
We are live, right?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
I'm watching you.
There we go. I'm about to get some
And-
heavy Infinity showing on stream right now. Oh, okay, you switch windows.
And James, I mentioned James' versatility on as Spy, and since they're playing all any 3 or 4 on Ballroom, I think that's going to hurt. That's going to bias towards Bloodwolf just a little bit more because any 3 or 4 Ballroom is very, very flexible for the Spy compared to the standard any 4 or 5. So
Yeah,
that's
definitely.
also a little in Bloodwolf's favor.
Yeah, I was going to ask on your opinion on that. I know that this is one of the first, well, this is the first tournament that's ever really been completed. There was one before that we didn't quite get to finish. I wanted to ask, do you feel that the mission setups are balanced? Like, do you like any 3 or 4 for this?
I have it's a little bit. It depends on the player's play style. Some people like to play any 3 or 4, and some people like to play on any 4 or 5. Personally, I think that Ballroom is more balanced on any 4 or 5, but that's just because I like to run all the missions in half minutes. If you have any 3 or 4, it encourages the spies to lay low for longer than they might normally would,
Right.
at the very least compared to.
All right, Twitch TV just tweeted this out.
Really awesome. Very cool.
And I'd also like to mention that Slappy is a horrible, horrible person.
Why is that?
Blood
All right,
with,
all right. Someone mute Viri until the show starts.
But yeah, I mean, I kind of
He's
like
on-
3 or 4, and people say that 4 or 5 is more balanced, but I don't know. I think as a spy, I feel a little bit too exposed on any 4 or 5.
Yeah, on any 4 or 5, it does depend a little bit more on luck because sometimes you start out right next to the ambassador and you get that first mission so fast. So it depends a little bit more on the starting conditions of the map. Whereas if you have to complete less missions, then you're afforded that extra time to make up for that lack of luck.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and it's funny them watching both of them just practicing their ATs right now. They're gonna psych themselves out at this rate.
We have to thank Bloodwolf and James later on because they're both sacrificing their action test performance in order to give us the stream today.
Yes, absolutely. For those that don't know, streaming SpyParty makes a very, very small difference in the frame rate of the game, and that really messes up with the kind of Gears of War action tests going on for the spies' actions.
And for the people who are new to SpyParty, the action tests, a good action test will let you complete missions with less suspicion. So things are less obvious when you complete on green. Things are a little bit more suspicious when you complete on white, and things are just completely obvious when you do on red.
And there have been a couple reds this tournament. Don't think it doesn't happen. James actually got away with he got a red banana bread, which made him cough very conspicuously, and a time ad all in like the last 30 seconds, and still walked away with the win that match.
And it's just such a frustrating the sniper when he can't see it because he knows for sure that somewhere out there there's something that could have given them win instantly.
Yep, absolutely. So right now we're just watching practice mode. Like I said, the matches should be starting any moment, but they're just practicing in Spy, presumably to try to get used to the ATs while streaming the action tests. Right now I have the audio from Blood Wolves coming through. Should I just stick with that?
Yeah, whoever's not going to talk, I assume neither of them are going to talk. Let's keep it with that.
Okay. Yeah, if I did both of them, then even a slight discrepancy will make things like double banana breads and double gunshots and stuff like that, so I'm just going to keep one of them on.
Yeah, we want a little bit of crowd walla.
I think we should keep Blood Wolves because he's the spy, and the spy is the server and hosts the game, I think.
Mm-hmm. So
Can we also
Checker.
ask the players if they have the subtitled banana bread on?
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. I imagine they do. It seems like everyone does past a certain point, but if someone could ask them, that'd be fantastic. Unless they want to keep it off. I mean, that's their choice, really.
I got it, I'm asking.
Cool, thank you. Oh wow, look at all the people joining the lobby now.
79 in chat or in Twitch now.
Wow, awesome. Welcome everyone. It's very cool. How many people here
many
watching
of
are not familiar with SpyParty very much, like you just follow the game a little bit and you decide to check out the tournament? How many people tonight here are watching with that?
How many people in Twitch TV are completely new to SpyParty and what it's about?
I don't have the chat up, so you'll have to relay the
Yeah,
responses.
I'm watching all the chats. You guys focus on the games.
Yeah, and we actually have the developer of SpyParty with us for those who are in the chat right now. Checker, say hi.
Hello, everybody. I'm merely color commentary. These guys are going to do most of the casting.
It looks like we have at very least one or two new people. So what I'd say what the game is about is you have the spy inside a party, and he has to accomplish missions as indiscreetly as possible. Because outside of the room, there's a sniper holding it in with a sniper rifle, trying to shoot the spy. So the spy has to do things like contacting double agent, transferring the microfilm, as you can see on the top left of the screen. And in each of those, the sniper is able to discern the spy's behavior. From the spy's perspective, it's going to be very obvious to you, but the sniper doesn't know because any of the people inside the party could be the spy.
Yeah, it's kind of like a reverse Turing test. I think that's the most common analogy. A Turing test is a computer or an AI trying to act like a human, whereas SpyParty, it's a human trying to act like an AI so that he can get away with his missions, while the sniper tries to watch for the person's mistakes, because there will always be mistakes made. No one can perfectly act like an AI yet. Although there are a couple people who are good at it.
Some of the other things that you look out for is the time, which you can see on the top right corner. This is a very, very time-crunching game. So there is not a second that goes by where you can't be doing something deliberately. And you can't do, as a spy, you can't do anything too fast, or else you'll be caught like that. But if you go too slowly, you won't finish your missions in the correct time.
Right, exactly.
And as a sniper, you can't be wasting time either. You have to be looking at who is accomplishing missions, who's just doing nothing, who's trying to swap that statue at a really good time, who's trying to bug the ambassador. And when you're the first time playing this game, it's it's an adrenaline rush because you know that you're seeing each other, but everything you do could get you shot, or you could shoot the wrong person.
Although it's best to not think of that when you're a spy, because doing that will just make you a paranoid mess.
Yeah, eventually you get hardened nerves of steel.
Yep. It's completely necessary. Although, I mean, some anxiety is a little bit of a good thing because you get kind of in that zone, or you get that adrenaline rush. So that's somewhat of a good thing. If you're too relaxed, then you're just going to be sloppy too. And sloppy will get you shot a lot of the time.
And even advanced players, they sometimes get sloppy a little bit. When they think that the sniper isn't watching, they might drop a statue too fast, and that results in a loud, obnoxious clank. or they might leave conversation too fast, or they might, or not, or someone might not be talking in conversation, and that's just a very obvious thing to a sniper.
Well, very obvious to a decent sniper. Like when you first play sniper, I can't even like describe the feeling of overwhelming, of being overwhelmed with watching all these people and taking all this information. Like the first time playing sniper is just unbelievably overwhelming. But the people who are playing tonight, how many hours do these guys have in their game?
Let me check.
One of the things that Blood Wolf kind of likes to joke about is that he's in the top 3 of the leaderboard for being timed out due to his idleness. So,
Wow,
so
that's
there's
very funny.
there's four end game conditions, right? The sniper can shoot the right person, the sniper can shoot the wrong person, the spy can complete the missions, or the spy can run out of time. Passive players risk running out of time.
Yep, exactly.
All right, so the totals are Blood Wolf has played 1,589 games in, let's see, total game time 75 hours. James is 2,199 games, total game time 101 hours.
Wow.
James's laptop is crappier, though, so that might handicap them to equal.
Yeah, absolutely. James's CPU, like I said last night, runs at something like 90 degrees Celsius when he's both streaming and playing SpyParty. It's pretty crazy. Especially considering SpyParty in its current form could probably run on a potato.
Okay, they're currently negotiating the 2 formats. Veery, do you want to talk about the formats of the tourney?
actually, can someone else do it? So I'm having a little bit of a technical difficulty.
Sure. So we had there's a couple different ways to organize the sets. One is to do 3 different maps with 1 round of spy and sniper on each. Another one is to do, the same map the whole time, 6 rounds, 3 spy, 3 sniper. They can also alternate or decide to do 3 rounds as one role, 3 rounds as the other. It's a very loose tournament right now because we're just still trying to get a feel of what works for SpyParty tournaments. But those are the general ideas, is that 6 rounds, a certain combination of spy and sniper, so that both players have to prove their worth on both sides.
Yeah, and you have to win by 2.
So if it goes into overtime, you have to win twice in a row as both, like once a spy and then immediately a sniper.
Yeah,
I think
it's
sudden death is a better word since overtime's already a thing in the game.
right. Yeah, if someone gets to 4, then they win. But if both rounds or if both people are at 3 at the end of a 6-game set, then they keep doing sets of 2, spy, sniper, and then the first one to win both of those back to back will win the tournament.
All right, should we have them start?
I say go for
Yeah,
it.
I'm ready.
Checker, what are you giving them? What are you giving the winner?
Congratulations.
Heartfelt thanks and a few brownie points.
Yeah, you know me and extrinsic motivators.
For all 15 people that entered the tourney or whatever it was, I'm sure that we'll pool together the 50-cent entry fee and give it all to the winner.
No one told me there's an entry fee. Insight's making out. All right, they're both being self-deprecating in chat right now. They think it's either going to be close or the other one's going to dominate.
It's part of the SpyParty type of community. We don't gloat a lot, but if we do gloat, it's kind of in good jest. We have a really awesome community in SpyParty who welcomes new players and tries to teach each other.
Yeah, and I think that's very important too. Or it's what, well, I mean, it's not to say SpyParty is the only community that's like that, but it's definitely something interesting to note of SpyParty is the welcoming community. All right, looks like we're about to get started. Let's see who decides to play what first.
Decided on?
What'd you say?
What sets have they decided on?
It looks like they are deciding 2. Blood Wolf says, I lead towards format 1, but I don't want to be boring for the finals. Totally okay with format 2, and they're going to go with 2.
All right. From James's mouse, it looks like Blood Wolf is probably going to be starting spy, but let's wait and see. There, flip a coin. I could get a coin and flip. I could do that. For sniper spy. Okay, I tell you what. So heads. If it's heads, then Blood Wolf is spy. If it's tails, then James is spy. Or Blood Wolf can call it. Up to you. Okay, so heads, Blood picks first. Tails, James picks first. And we are Tails, so James can pick the first roll.
Is someone telling him that?
Yeah, no idea.
Yeah, that's a good question. Someone should tell James to pick first. Someone in the SpyParty lobby. I assume someone will whisper him.
I just did.
Okay, cool. Thanks,
So this
Slappy.
means that they're going to be
Thanks.
starting on any 3 or 4 ballroom, and then proceeding to balcony, then veranda, then courtyards.
Yeah, that's what the look of it. So it's going to go spy, sniper, balcony, or spy, sniper, ballroom, spy, sniper, balcony, spy, sniper, courtyard 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're agreeing on this right now just to be completely safe. So there's no bad blood later on with, oh, I didn't agree to that. But I honestly don't think anyone in our community would do that anyway.
Be that anal.
All right, let's see what he strikes.
He's actually considering it a little bit.
Well, it's important to consider. I mean, do you want to keep the high cognitive load missions on the sniper and have to risk actually doing them? Or should you just play it safe and do it nothing but soft tells, but then make it so that the sniper doesn't have to worry about a lot of different things?
So
All right, you
Blood
can make
Wolf
the
and
opening
swap?
sniper statements, Viri, when we start.
Yeah, sure. So it looks like James is not doing very much. I think he was beginning to memorize statues, but wasn't. He's starting to low light the cast. Meanwhile, I think Blood Wolf is playing it safe. He's idling, as is the Blood Wolf 6 trademark. Of not doing much early on to arouse suspicion.
Well, I mean, he parked up next to the seduction target, who is currently unknown to the sniper, so that doesn't necessarily mean anything, but the ambassador was there too, which might have drawn some attention, but he didn't get a highlight yet.
At the same time, he's on the opposite side of McGee, who is the seduction target, which shows that he doesn't want to even be caught with the caught being memorized with the seduction. He even tried to turn the briefcase in order to get an early low light. And it seemed like James almost considered it as he zoomed in, but didn't quite fall for it yet.
It was a very nice briefcase return earlier, too. So now Blood Wolf is currently taking the first book out of the shelf. He's going to remove the microfilm, and James caught it.
Vision, but he did catch it.
He did catch it.
He was keeping the laser on the green bookshelf. The sniper vision is wide enough so that he can see the entire level. And Blood Wolf 6, he was hoping that the sniper was concentrating on something else, but was in fact baiting the microfilm switch.
So he was trying to make Blood Wolf look like he wasn't watching Blood Wolf, when in fact he was. He just put the laser somewhere else. I think it was also the fact that Blood Wolf was very kind of out in the open. There wasn't a lot of cover with the other party members. So I think it would have drawn any really good sniper's attention over there, even if he wasn't specifically looking for it.
And I think there's a bad blunder on Blood Wolf 6's part, but I'm sure that he'll be a lot more conscious of it later on as he plays Spy.
It's a risky move to go with microfilm in a finals game.
Yeah, absolutely. I think for the most part, people have been avoiding swap and microfilm, which is why it's a good and a bad idea. I mean, bad because of the hard tells, but also good because most snipers aren't watching for it.
Blood Wolf is low-line cast and highlighting people's statues. No, not quite. Yeah, he's highlighting both the statues, and I'm assuming he's going to count out how often they approach the statues, which is the inspect statue mission.
He knows swap's not in the mix.
Right, but he is watching for inspect, so especially people that go to center statue are going to earn highlights for inspect, because center you can inspect all three. Looks like James already has a highlight. I'm not completely sure why. Maybe he was just talking earlier, or who knows what, but he did get highlighted, even just for entering conversation.
He already has part of his flirt done, so I can't help but to think that it's because he entered a conversation and talked immediately.
Yeah, that would do it. Oh, a little bit of pathing problems with James. He accidentally bumped in and had a dead stop against someone, but no major movements from the sniper, so maybe he didn't notice.
I think Blood Wolf is more concerned about people who are approaching statues than people who are colliding oddly in mid block.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where it can be jarring if you catch it. But it looks like, I mean, he's being extremely passive. Right now, looks like he's approaching double agent and seduction target in the same conversation. Let's see what he does here.
Expect a banana bread? Yes, we can.
Banana bread.
And he caught on to that very fast. Blood Wolf 6 did.
So that's 1-1, correct? I think it's 1-1, yeah, because the spy was shot both times. 1-1.
The sniper has won both times on any 3 or 4 ballroom.
And yeah, James is using an Xbox controller for spy, and presumably for sniper as well.
It's going to be one of the more standard missions with any 4 or 5. The sniper is memorizing statues. He's going around and counting what the statues are. Meanwhile, Blood Wolf 6 is not taking control in the beginning. Hopefully not getting highlight early for bad pathing.
It was interesting. He seduced and then he took a drink right away, so he must have felt confident he wasn't being watched. It's better to appear that you are not talking so you can hopefully get later things like a banana bread or a seduce in.
I also think it's kind of rare. Blood Wolf also likes to do AI things to get to lowlights. He'll return briefcases, he'll take drinks, and he'll try to pick up statues that he knows he cannot pick up, because that is what the AI tries to do.
Green time ad. Let's see if he noticed if that time got slower. I mean, the laser's right on him, but no shot was made and no highlight either.
I think he's looking more at the conversation where the blue jacket is in right now. We can't be too sure, because James could be looking anywhere.
Yep, that's true. I mean, the laser's not pointing at anyone. I think it just happened to be on Blood at that time. But again, no highlight on Blood yet, so he's with a time ad and some inspects. He's actually doing very well. He's just hanging out in conversation right now.
It looks like James's primary strategy is highlighting anyone who goes to statues and then keeping track of them. This might be where where Blood Wolf 6 gets highlighted right now, if he comes around to see it.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty smart because Blood has to do a statue mission. He has to visit statues at least once in order to win this with either swap or inspect. So no matter what, he will highlight the spy at one point as long as he highlights everyone who hits statues.
Looks like the ambassador tried to set down the statue in order to get a bug ambassador, but the ambassador walked away before he had a chance.
Ooh, spy win.
It's another spy win, so that is 2 for Blood, 1 for James. I wonder why he shot there. It's very interesting.
I think the snipers are really intimidated because this is because the spy, they have to turn up their game in order to play the tournament, and the snipers have to pick it up just as much and recall what the spy, they're the action takers, so they're going to be a lot playing their toughest games, and so the sniper will have to be much more cautious of it. So I think they're a little bit paranoid and shooting too early.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it was obvious he had a lot of confidence with that shot, so I mean, hopefully it doesn't affect him in later games with him second guessing himself, because a very confident shot that ends up being wrong can definitely be demoralizing, I guess.
One of the things that some snipers get fall into is the tunnel vision. Once again, the spy is not taking control, except for now. The sniper has highlighted the people who surround statues. And James is just playing it low. He's not doing a real time ad in order to prevent, because I think he thinks that Blood Wolf might be looking for it.
And there he's getting his seduces. It seems like a lot of people are opening with seduce right now because so many people like to rush missions and get highlighted early that opening passively is kind of a good thing. But I don't think anyone's really started adjusting their strategy around that kind of passive strategy that people have been using.
Yeah. because both snipers they know that each sniper in this tournament like to highlight for going to statues. So why would you ever want to visit the statue early on in the game? And by that note, why would you want to be near seduction targets? They've been flirting from the opposite side of the conversation. They just absolutely are avoiding early highlights as much as they can.
It's weird. I mean, James has been at the windows like almost this whole match. It's kind of funny. I'm not sure why, but maybe he's just scouting out and trying to figure out a good opening. But let's see.
He's also avoiding the laser a little bit. He's trying to stay on the other side of the pedestal as much as possible. So like right now, I think he's playing with the laser a little bit.
Yeah, it's possible. I noticed that also he could have parked right up to the seduction target there, and he decided not to. He actually went to a full 90 degrees into the circle away from her, so that's also very interesting. I don't know, maybe he's just looking for someone suspicious that he can frame, because right now he has very little of his missions done and only 1 minute left.
That's a very good point. Bloodwolf is going to have a... Oh, wait, no. James is going to have a tough time finishing all the missions.
Yeah.
Might see a fake banana bread in order to coerce the sniper into shooting one of his current suspects.
Yeah, I'd bank on that being his strategy right now, is to just let Bloodwolf get some suspicions going and then hopefully frame someone. For all we know, he was just watching for some highlights and deciding who to frame.
Unfortunately, the real double agent is alone in conversation, so even if he did fake banana bread, it doesn't guarantee that he'll shoot someone.
And there we go.
Bloodwolf 6 shot someone in the last few seconds of the game.
And that makes the score 2-2. It looks like playing super passive actually it worked to James's favor.
Paid off for James.
Because it's the tournament pressure. You got to shoot someone, right?
Yes, in most games, the spies, they always try to accomplish missions. And the sniper, they're relying on that. They're relying on that statistical probability that spies accomplish missions.
Yeah, wow. Very interesting plays for finals, too. Yeah. And Bloodwolf blames Toby, the waiter, who can never be the spy, for that one. So Toby must have been interfering in one way or another.
They're in cahoots.
Yep.
I did see James slipping Toby some money earlier.
Is that the next mission? Is it bribe Toby?
Totally.
All right, and then on to the famous balcony. What can you tell us about balcony, Viri?
The three missions of balcony are seduce, bug, and contact. It's possible to finish all the missions very quickly if you do contact and bug, but of course bug is very, very difficult considering everything's right in front of the sniper. So what sometimes ends up happening is that you do contact double agent and seduce target. And snipers, they try to memorize who the first suspects are and who's leaving conversation, who's following people, and who's talking during banana bread.
Oh, Ambassador lands right next to him.
Yeah, but he still hasn't even taken control yet. He's still Blood has not taken control of his spy yet. He's just letting the AI do it. And it's already been, what, like a minute almost?
He's trolling him.
Yeah, I mean, hey, if that strategy worked against him, maybe it will work for him as well.
But at the same time, banana bread hasn't gone off yet, and there has to be a decent time in order for banana bread to go off. He has to do banana bread, or else James just won't shoot.
Yeah, absolutely. I was going to say, imagine within the last 30 seconds he'll take control in banana bread and hope that...
Now's a very good time because most people are in conversation.
Yeah, he didn't take it, though. He still hasn't taken control. And, I mean, James is staying scoped a lot. He's watching things very closely. I mean, Blood finally takes control now. Let's see what he does.
I don't think he wants to leave conversation just yet because he doesn't want the AI to force him to leave.
There goes the banana bread.
That was a kind of a poor banana bread because only 3-4 people were in conversation during it. But again, he's just playing on his. He's just playing on the suspects, and it worked again. We have a new OP strategy emerging here. Is just playing as passively as you can in high stress settings.
Yeah, it's funny. Occasionally, people like leave the AI on the entire time, pop out banana bread, and get someone to shoot if they've got an itchy trigger finger. And I guess the finals matches, like your trigger finger is as itchy as it's going to get.
Yeah, exactly. I might as well play on it at least once. I would be very cautious to try it twice, but they've done it once on each other, so I doubt that they're gonna do it again. So right now,
Well,
it's game or match point, as they would say. Blood is 3 and James is 2. So if James doesn't win this, then it is Blood's tournament.
looks like James is giving the fat guy the role of ambassador, which is a little bit significant because it is slightly easier to bug on a fat model rather than a slim model.
Yeah, he gets an early good seduce green AT, so that got him a good 50%. So pretty good start from James. He's probably gonna get his second flirt in very shortly. And if it's green, then that will be mission complete there.
He's in a very, very good spot. He hasn't been highlighted for flirting. He hasn't been highlighted for being near the ambassador. And people aren't just moving to and from conversation.
James gets another flirt in, but not quite at 100%. He was just a little bit too far away. It's also kind of funny. The ambassadors liked James a lot this round, but James has resisted the urge to bug him because he knows he would just get shot for it if he does it too openly.
Green dress did him a favor by nuzzling in next to the ambassador, though.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, Blood's going to notice that she decided to get really close. But then he's going to wonder, would James get that close? Would he be that obvious? So, I mean, it didn't get her a highlight, but he hasn't highlighted anyone yet, so maybe he's just not highlighting this match.
He's low lighting.
Yeah, he's just low-lighting everyone. I guess he's looking more at pathing and plant and things like that and just deciding who cannot be Spy.
Oh, and here we go. This is a tight one.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
And that's it.
Very good shot. I wonder if this is a stroke of luck because Bloodwolf seemed very unsure about that shot.
Yeah, I mean, it was green too. It makes me wonder why, what made him so sure, or if he was just taking a good guess because he knows that he would have more matches to go, or what, but that was a very nice shot.
He even opted to not shoot the highlight, who was also in conversation at the time.
Very interesting. Yeah, James says he thought he was safe with that green, and I thought he was too, because it didn't seem like Bloodwolf had a lot of suspects, but I mean, I guess he did. He just wasn't highlighting; he was low lighting. So
Even low lighting two people here really helps a lot in determining who you should and should not shoot.
oh, Bloodwolf just said something very interesting. He said, none of my suspects were talking, so you got unlucky. So if James had waited to Banana Bread if he had waited for someone else to talk during the Banana Bread, then he might have gotten away with it. In fact, he might have won it and forced Blood to shoot. But because no one was talking, Bloodwolf knew that it was a green AT. It had to have been, so he just shot his top suspect.
Awesome. Well, that takes it for Bloodwolf, since we're not going into sudden death at this point, right?
Yeah, unfortunately, I was kind of hoping we would because sudden death is stupidly exciting. But yeah, the first Insight New Year's tournament goes to Bloodwolf.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
I think he can
congratulations.
stop in. I think he was going to join TeamSpeak, right, for a little post game.
Yeah, I think he said he was able to. I don't think James said he could, but Blood can. So someone
get
should
him in
message
here.
him in the lobby and tell him that we are waiting to shower him with praise. Yeah, congratulations. That was a very good set. Like I said, it was a really passive tournament in general. And I wonder if being more aggressive would have even worked.
Okay, he's on his way to TS. James is going to close his stream, so you might want to switch to Bloodstream.
Okay, and I'm just gonna put a SpyParty overlay up with Bloodwolf in the corner.
Cool.
And I'm just gonna put a SpyParty overlay up.
Imbo Wolf, congratulations on winning the tournament.
Cool.
Thank you.
Imbo Wolf, congratulations on winning the
What
tournament.
made you decide to leave the AI on for so long?
Because I
made you decide
played
to
a
leave
few
the
days
AI
ago
on
with
for so long?
R7 and I just lost a whole bunch of games, so I figured that would be my biggest chance of getting a win as Spy.
By doing nothing?
Yes, by hoping to accidentally frame someone.
I like the phrase "accidentally frame someone."
Just out of
So-
curiosity, from like my curiosity, what made you realize it was James in that last match? Because none of us really thought he was giving himself away too heavily, but I guess he got unlucky by getting a green AT there.
I was guessing that whoever it was finished with the missions, and I just took a shot. I didn't think it was I think it was Orange Dress because she started talking afterwards, and spies don't usually do that. But then I saw him take a drink, and I thought, well, I'll just take a shot anyway.
Yeah, and that's kind of funny too because a lot of times if I know the sniper's watching me when I get a green AT, sometimes I'll decide to talk right after to try to seem less suspicious. But do you think if James had waited for someone else to talk before he dropped the green BB, would you have shot someone else?
I might have, because I wasn't really suspecting him at all.
Yeah, he wasn't highlight. Your main highlight you didn't shoot, which is always interesting.
Well, I don't think anyone was highlighted at that point, actually.
No, I think
Yeah,
that-
just the ambassador.
Oh, was that the ambassador? Right.
During your first round in Ballroom, normally the Blood Wolf style is to do something inconspicuously, and I thought it was really interesting that you decided to go for the microfilm really early.
Yeah. I don't know. I just didn't feel like I had anything better to do at the time because the seduction target just ran away from me. I didn't want to chase her again.
Yeah, it was interesting. The double agent showed up right as you did it, but it wasn't enough cover. I don't know if you were planning on that or you just went for it.
Yeah, I was. Normally, I avoid transferring microfilm all the time, but I was hoping that he would expect that maybe if he studied me or whatever. And so I was planning on doing a microfilm and avoiding the statues.
What's your playing history with James? Does he know your playstyle?
No, we really haven't played a lot. I think we've only had less than 5 matches, but usually I think he ends up the victor, so I was really worried about today.
Yeah, and I was saying earlier that with the way the game is balanced, you were at a disadvantage because James has a fair number of games more than you, and that's just the way, I guess, the game is designed, is to have balance across all levels, so that someone with more games will generally always win against someone with less games. So it was definitely a good underdog victory there.
Yeah, Blood hasn't played. Blood took a bunch of time off for a while there, and so he's kind of that may be slightly an advantage in some ways. I mean, he's rusty, but then his play style is kind of foreign to a lot of people.
Yeah, I could see that. That makes sense. All right, do you have any final remarks, Blood Wolf, about anything of note that was going through your head in any of those matches that you'd want to share with us?
Not really. I just like to thank James for playing and for dedicating himself to streaming because I know that hurts his performance.
We need to chip in and get James a new laptop. It'd be awesome.
Yep.
And thank you for stopping in. This is awesome. This is totally great. I can't wait to watch the VOD so I can actually see what we all said.
Yeah. All right.
Congratulations again.
So are we wrapping up there? Or?
Yeah, we are. I think so. Thanks everybody who's watching, and congratulations, Blood.
Yep. Congratulations, Blood Wolf.
Thank you.
Alrighty. Catch you guys later.
That must have
Right.
lasted only 5 minutes.
No, it was 30, but it plus 10 minutes of pregame. But yeah, it goes fast when there's no sudden death.